Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. It's the Toronto Raptors taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. The kick out to Johnson. And Carter with the block. To the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. They get the rebound. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Second chance effort. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Fantastic job by Chris Bosh there to get the ball that close inside and getting the defense to feel uncomfortable. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Now that's what I call great basketball. Finding a way to get all the way inside.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Robertson. Here's Moncrief. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
DeMar DeRozan picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Line for the Bucks. Sidney.
And he can't hit the second.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. To the left side wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, Giannis preparing for that kind of attention from the defense, and he found a teammate with an open look.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Outside Carter. Johnson with a double team. Here's Leonard. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And here's Milwaukee now. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Moncrief. 6 to shoot. Comes up empty down low. Toronto trailing. Here's Bosh. Here's Lowry. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And so here is Toronto. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Moncrief. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Robertson's shot is off. Raptors trail by 3. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Johnson. And the Bucks pushing it up now. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Second team foul.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Outside Johnson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Raptors trail by 7. Here's DeRozan. Drives to the hoop.
Yeah, this has been DeRozan's signature move for over a decade, creating for himself off the drive.
Pass to Johnson. That three's off the mark. And so DeRozan will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Knocks it loose. In transition, here come the Bucks. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
You got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, hold the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And the Bucks making a change here. Milwaukee leading by 4. Pass to Allen. Here's Baker for 3. Rebound Toronto. Ooh, stolen by Allen. From deep. Leonard pulls down the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
That set had a lot of rhythm, and that's at the hands of Kyle Lowry.
Pass to Allen. Fires for 3. The rebound by Lowry.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And the Bucks with the possession here. Toronto making their last shot.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Double team on Leonard. They now take the lead. Bosch has got 9 points.
That has to be devastating for the D to see Bosch send that shot up as soon as he touches it. Really hard to stop. Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
Lowry has always had a knack using that compact frame of his to draw that kind of foul.
Both free throws good from Lowry. The Bucks trail. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter here. Here's Stoudemire. Kicks it out to Barnes. Drills it from deep. And Toronto leads by 2.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Count it. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Middleton outside. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Baker. There's the three. On target from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Toronto out in front. They lead by 2. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. And that one's good. And Toronto leads by 4.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Out to the wing. Picked it. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's McGrady. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Robinson with a double. Here's Stoudemire. Shot clock at 5. And no good, trying to use the glass. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Down low. And a big finish by Robinson.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Let's hear it one more time for your young Bucks dancers.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The ball's knocked loose. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Raptors ball.
Here's McGrady. No points yet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Barnes in the post. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Bucks trail by 4. 4-3. Shot's good by Red.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting for Toronto.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Here's Moncrief. Here's Johnson. Pass to Cummings. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Pass to Red. Antetokounmpo up top. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
The Bucks trail. Inside. Red. And it's Milwaukee scoring again. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
To the wing, right side. Carter. Tip back in for 2. Carter's got 7 points.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. It's a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Leonard. Oh, going to take more than that to stop Kawhi.
Kawhi like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Milwaukee shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Baker. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, just a crafty pump fake there by DeRozan, resulting in him drawing a good foul.
He hits the 2nd from the line. The Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Baker. Back to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Baker. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Baker's got 4 points this quarter. Here's DeRozan. To the middle. Throw it down, Kawhi.
The assist.
What a powerhouse move from Kawhi, getting right to the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Red. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Leonard inside. Here's Bosch. To the middle. Here's Carter. No luck on that one. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Here's Baker. Leonard defending. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw misses.
At the line for the Bucks.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Yeah, the defense expects DeRozan to try and score, but he smartly makes the extra pass.
Pass to Allen. Out of bounds. The Raptors will take it.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
A minute 6 left in the second. It's a one-on-one situation. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Here's DeRozan. Pass to Bosch. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Clock at 6. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Great positioning on the putback.
Persistence from Bosch, keeping after the ball on the offensive glass and following it up with a nice putback.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's DeRozan. A big DeRozan jam.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Bucks on top. They're up by 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Bosch. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis able to get stops from anywhere on the court.
Johnson with a bucket.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
Here's Toronto now. Here's DeRozan.
Bucks foul. Oscar Robertson. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Stoudemire. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. With the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Things are starting to come together for them. And the lead is starting to grow, too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Bargnani. Gets stolen by Johnson. Here's Moncrief. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
And the shot goes down.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now Antetokounmpo. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Bargnani pulls it in. Here's McGrady. Oh, I mean, just been man. Wow.
And make it happen.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Inside, Abdul-Jabbar. Soft touch off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got 26 points.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Tracy McGrady.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Robertson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Robertson's got 7 points in the game.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. A burst by Giannis.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
In transition, here come the Bucks. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Here's Moncrief. Pass to Baker. Here's Dandridge. The offensive rebound. Going inside. Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the Bucks.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Got it.
So good at knifing his way inside. Lowry only needs just a sliver of daylight, and he's on the attack.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Lowry. Leonard, right side. Here's Bargnani. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
First personal.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
So many teams out there are trying to find their next Chris Middleton. This is a guy that works hard, always ready to drop a shot, will play defense, such a switchblade at that wing position.
Pass to Bridgman. 5 on the clock. Oh, solid D from Leonard. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Toronto ball. Coming onto the floor for your Bucks, Ray Allen.
Raptors trail by 9. Now here's Lowry. He's got 6. Shoots over Allen. Milwaukee with the rebound. And it's Allen who slams it home.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's DeRozan. And there's the rejection. And he lobs it up top. Pass to Dandridge.
2 minutes.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Onto the floor for your Bucks, Terry.
Here's Middleton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Vince Carter.
Middleton, a good scorer, and good scorers can use the pump fake to their advantage.
Both free throws good from Middleton. 1:50 left in the third. Down low. Here's Carter. Great D that time from Middleton.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Back to Robinson. Buries it from three. Robinson's got 5 now.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
What impresses me most about DeRozan is his footwork, especially when he's operating around the mid-range.
For 3, Allen. The rebound by Carter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
DeMar work in the lane.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Cummings. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. DeRozan with the ball. Middleton covering. Kicks it to DeRozan. Here's Bosch. The rebound by the Bucks. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there.
Brown will be right back after this. The 4th quarter has a...
That's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
It's a 3 fly. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Here's Leonard. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee leading by 12. And count the basket. He was fouled. And he's going to the line for one more. The Bucks making a switch here.
Defensive foul.
The free throw drops for Johnson. And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. Back to DeRozan. Here's Bosch. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. To the left wing. Here's Robertson. 4 on the clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bosch. And here's Carter. For 3, Lowry. The shot that time not on target.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Robertson. Antetokounmpo outside. Goes back up. Antetokounmpo inside. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Marcus Johnson. 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul.
And he drops a 1st.
At the line for the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard.
And Leonard drops.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Let's go with a 3. Bosch, no good.
That team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I think the reason Bosch is clicking out there is because of the shots that he's taking. He's as smart as they come.
Pass to Dandridge. That's tipped. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. To the inside. Lowry. Blocked. It's 2-on-1. And Giannis with the jam.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Leonard. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And he's going for the lob. Pass to Robertson. The kick out to Johnson. Nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 15 points here in the second half.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Dandridge. Defended by DeRozan. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No good from outside. And it's Toronto's ball. Down low. Here's Bosch. No good.